and started recording. It's gonna be translated, so I'm sure you guys have done this before where you guys do the videos on Teams. Basically, we're doing this so that I can go ahead and get a copy of this class, and then we won't be here on for too long. Today we will be here on at least 45 minutes, okay, around there. So don't worry. I would love for you guys to turn on your cameras. If you want to block your background, you can go ahead and do that. Just pick whichever background you want, just so I can see that I'm talking to people. I love to see your faces, your reactions, all of that. And again, some of you, I haven't seen you. I know Angel, I haven't seen Angel in a long time. But yes, it would be amazing. Also, I will be also offering extra credit for you guys to participate and to answer questions or just even chime in on what I'm saying. So that would be also really good for you guys down the line. If you guys want to get closer to an A or anything like that, we can go ahead and bump you up, okay? So let's see. I'm gonna take attendance real quick just to see who's here. So I know Cruz is here. Let's see, Diane, is that how you say your name? I'm so sorry. Where are you? I see you. Delgado, he's here. David Davila. We don't have David Davila. I did a call right now. Let's see. So I'm gonna put no. Isaiah, you're here.
Yes, chef.
Angel, are you there, Angel? I can see your name.
Yes, chef.
Okay, hi, how are you?
Good, and you, chef?
Good. It's been a long time.
I know,
Okay.
chef.
Gloria, you're there. Giselle, there you are. Hi.
I'm here.
And then also we have Venice, right? And then Brianna. Hi, Brianna. I like your hair color. And then we also have Genesis. Hi, Genesis. And then also Emilio. There you are. Hi, Emilio. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Are you ready for recording? And then I'm going to share my screen, guys, so that you can see what is expected of you and also like what I'm looking at for our class, okay? I know some of you already been working on, give me a quick second, already been working on the discussions, okay? So here's my screen. Most of you have been online. I'm going to check. This is how we keep track of you guys and making sure that you guys have been in the class or not. It gives us the details, okay? So if you guys are like, you know what, I'm doing my work or whatever, I can tell if you guys have logged in or not, okay? So walking you down to week 1, I know most of you, I saw you guys already in the kitchen last week just to talk to you, tell you what we're going to be doing. So this is week 1. We're already done with week 1. We do have the discussion for week 1 that's already closed on Sunday. And we also have the life cycle of a fruit tree. Okay, that one was also due on Sunday. For this week, since it's just the first week, if you do need an extension on this, I will allow it. But let me just tell you guys something real quick. Let me go back on here, okay? I do want you guys to understand 100% that it is important for you guys to do your own work. So what I mean by that is if you are using a book or if you're using a website to help you create or generate an assignment, I am using an AI detector to go ahead and help me grade, okay? And I did see this a lot last week. Thursday and Friday, I started grading. I was already at another kitchen for one of our newest cohorts, and I was already getting your assignment and passing it through the AI detector, and a lot of them were getting flagged. Flagged as in 90%, okay? Using a generator for you guys to do your homework, or even if you're just copying and pasting some information to create that assignment and to turn it in, that is absolutely something that is not acceptable. If I do see 90%, 80%, 70%, I am going to message you and send it back to you. For this first week, I'm going to be lenient, okay? I'm not saying that it's okay. It is not okay, absolutely not. I am going to be lenient, but from starting week 2 all the way down, I am going to be still using them. And if I see that your assignment is flagged, I will send it back to you. I'll send you a message. However, through Teams, email, whatever, and I'm going to give you guys a second chance to do your own work. Okay. I can't stress enough how important it is that you are paying for your education. You're not paying for, a computer to just learn everything for you and you just do the things in the kitchen. So do the most that you can by learning the material and typing up your own stuff. Even if it's not the best English or even if it's not the best assignment, as long as you did it and it's original, I will give you 100, okay? And you're on topic. That's all that matters. If you're struggling with, the English or Spanish language, that is okay. Also, just let me know, hey, I'm sending it in Spanish, or can I use Google Translate? You can use Google Translate and it'll translate it for you. So you can turn it in English if you need to, okay? But please get on it by not using anything else to do your homework or copying and pasting. If you're copying and pasting, that is plagiarism. We do not accept that in any university. Students do get expelled for that. We don't want to get to that point whatsoever. So I just wanted to stress on that, okay? I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen real quick with you guys. So this is what it is. If you do need an extension for the life cycle of a fruit tree, please let me know. Send me a message on Teams and I'll give you an extension. Your grade will not be 100. It could be, maybe a 90, 95. Just as long as you do your own work, guys, that is the most thing that I'm looking for, okay? Here are the external sources that I wanted you guys to go ahead and take a look at, okay, for this course. And then coming down, we are already in week 2. So for week 2, every single time we do have a live class, it'll always be here, but we have also the discussion. The discussion for week 2 is already open, okay? I always tend to add a personal question, okay? This is our personal question here that I'm highlighting for you guys. I want you guys to go ahead and read this and then give me some detailed information. I am starting to grade. Currently, I started to grade the other group. For some reason, I just ended up there. And I'm starting to see where you guys are answering the questions. That's great. So just keep answering the questions. This one on the bottom is kind of like a personal question. I want you guys to kind of get more involved in these discussions. So this question says, do you follow any specific eating habits for your health or have ever considered trying the Mediterranean diet? So today we are going to be talking about a little bit of the Mediterranean diet and also a little bit of information about seed germination and also why do we eat seasonal foods, okay? But go ahead and get started on that one. And here is where you guys will go ahead and click on my post. And then all you do is you scroll down and then you just hit reply, okay? Hitting reply, you can go ahead and put your answer. Once you put your answer, wait maybe a day and then go back and go ahead and answer it, reply to 2 other students, okay? Do any of you guys have any questions on discussions? I did have some students, you guys are so quiet. I did have some students mention that they were struggling to comment. Are any of you guys currently struggling with that? Yes, no, you guys can wave your hands or you guys can just unmute and just answer it, okay? Okay, so no one struggled with that. Okay, good. In my other group, I don't know why they were struggling to reply to some of the students. So if you guys have issues, don't worry, just send me a message and then I can go ahead and figure out a way to do that. For some reason, when the botany class was created, discussions were an issue with me and also Chef Ruby because sometimes we switch and we teach this class. We started to see some students struggling. So if that happens, just let me know and we'll find a solution for that, okay? All right. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. This is the new assignment that you guys have. So you have week 2 discussion and you also have seasonality. The seasonality, you have until Sunday to turn it in. And this one, it just says to click on the following website and to find which fruits are in season in your local area, okay? I think with you guys, I didn't get to touch base too much about seasonal fruits and vegetables. But what I do want to tell you guys is that if one of you were to go shopping right now, okay, maybe Sprouts, what would you guys find in season? Can anyone tell me? Any fruit, any vegetable, what would you guys find in season? This is where you guys can answer and then I'll give you guys some credit for today.
Chef, yo he visto que en esta temporada ya empiezan a vender los árboles de manzana.
Okay, the árboles de manzana, those are the apple trees.
Sí.
So those are great for growing right now. But what about any fruits or vegetable that you guys go and buy in the store? What can you buy almost all the time, but you know for sure it is a great price right now and it's in season? Can anyone tell me?
I want to say those green apples, Chef.
Okay, the green apples. Okay. Do you guys think pomegranates are in season right now? Can anyone tell me yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so where can you find those? Who answered?
Me, chef.
Okay. So any store that you guys go and start looking for something, okay? Bananas are always going to be around, right? They're not in season, but they do obviously ship them down to us and they keep them pretty much in a walk-in, okay? And they keep them nice and cold until they're ready and they're set for to be put into the grocery store and ready to be sold. But there's specific fruits and vegetables that if they are in season, you will see that the price starts to come down, right? It's a perfect price, it's ripe, it's ready to go. But if something is not in season, like for example, if I were to ask for some lavender, let me say, lavender flowers, do you think I can get those year round? If I were to ask maybe our dealer to go ahead and bring those by, do you think that we can go ahead and get lavender flowers all the time for maybe like a dessert that I have to prepare? No, right? It's going to be something that's going to cost us money, okay? It's probably not going to be in season all the time. And definitely, we're going to have to find a way and navigate to see how we can get that item. Same thing for melons, watermelons, okay? Watermelons, chard, okay? Those are things that aren't going to be year round, but when they are, you see that the prices at the store are going to come down and they're going to be perfect for you to purchase, okay? So definitely when it comes to that assignment, guys, go ahead and go to this link, okay? After you choose that, you right here on the bottom, it says choose one of them. And in a Word document, please create your own recipe on what you would make with said a fruit or vegetable and just think outside the box, okay? Get a little bit creative. That's what this class is all about. It's not just about you guys learning about plants, learning how to germinate or anything like that. It's also utilizing those type of fruits and vegetables, how do you guys utilize those in the kitchen? Okay. On the bottom, we also have external resources. These are the resources that I'm telling you guys about our presentations. We have beautiful presentations for you guys, okay? So this is the presentation I want you guys to start looking at. This is week 2 of botany. I think I have it open right here. And this is about Mediterranean trees, okay? So I really love Canva. Check this out. So this is coming from one of your books. It says that the Mediterranean region is renowned for its rich culinary heritage, vibrant culture, and diverse ecosystems. One of its most distinctive features is that the abundance of fruit trees that thrive in its favorable climate and fertile soils, okay? From olives to figs to citrus fruits and pomegranates, Mediterranean fruit trees have played a crucial role in the region's history, the cuisine, and also the economy for centuries, okay? The most iconic Mediterranean fruit trees are going to be, give me a second, olive trees, okay? Olive trees are gonna kind of look a little bit short and they're gonna have a twisted trunk, okay? They are gonna be small with white flowers and they're also gonna have silver green leaves, okay? They can grow up to 30 feet tall and have wide spreading canopy, okay? And the olive fruit tree is a small drupe, typically green with unripe and turning purplish black when they are mature, okay? Who here is a fan of olives? Who could tell me? No? Oh my God, I saw a thumbs down. No? Nobody else? Venice, you said no? No? Okay. All right. I love olives. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I don't know if it's because I'm older or what's going on, but olives are delicious. Okay. You can have black olives, you can have green olives. Does anyone here like charcuterie boards?
A mí sí me gustan las aceitunas, chef.
Las aceitunas?
Sí.
Who here likes, you guys can raise your hand. You just click on the raising hand to see, like, hey, I like them. Do you guys like charcuterie boards? Yes? So in charcuterie boards, you can do so much. Awesome. Yes, yes. Raise your hands, guys. So in charcuterie boards, you can put anything that's in season. Okay. I don't know what happened to my camera. Okay. Anything that's in season, and definitely you could put strawberries, you could put a bowl of olives, any different types of olives. Kalamata olives are really, really expensive, but they're super tasty. Okay, so that's definitely something that's Mediterranean. And you could put anything on that board and just make it nice and decorative and beautiful. But going back to our presentation here, let's see. Click on it. Okay, there you go. So these are the pictures. I love these pictures, so amazing. Figs, okay, fig trees. Figs are delicious trees. Oh, how do you say it? Let's see. Deciduous trees belonging with the mulberry family, okay? They are native to the Mediterranean region and Western Asia, and they are known for their sweet pear-shaped fruits called figs, okay? They are medium-sized trees with broad lobed leaves and a spreading canopy. The fruit called figs are unique with a fleshy interior containing hundreds of tiny seeds, okay? The figs have a sweet taste and a soft and chewy texture when they are ripe. The fig trees are relatively easy to grow and can thrive in a wide range of climates, okay? From temperate to subtropical, okay? So what does that mean? That means, oh, and here it's very important. They can be grown organically without the need of synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. So let me just say something. I do have a fig tree. It's not here at my house, but I grew up with it because my mom has a fig tree. So she's been taking care of that fig tree like no tomorrow. During the winter time is when we get figs, and they're just super beautiful. They're nice and plump. You do have to wash the figs and keep them like in a nice bowl and throw them in there and kind of just let them, hang out with the water to make sure that there's no spiders, no ants, or anything in there. Since the fruit is nice and sweet, ants do tend to, climb up there and try to get into the fruits and eat them. But typically that fig trees do need a lot of water, so it doesn't need a lot of care. And of course, pesticides and fertilizers, okay? Is anyone a fan of figs? Los higos? Se llaman higos in Spanish? No?
Sí, son higos.
Sí. They're very delicious. Están muy deliciosos. So definitely those are amazing. I know you guys are like, oh, I'm not a fan of olives. I'm not a fan of figs. Try them out, you guys. I try to expand your palate as much as possible so that you guys can start to see what's out there, okay? And try different fruits. They're amazing. Okay, so back to the presentation. Let's see if I can click on it real quick. We have some citrus trees. Citrus trees come in a variety, including oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits, tangerines, and mandarins. They're typically round and oval with a thick rind and juicy pulp. And the citrus fruit are known for their tangy or sweet flavor. Okay. And let's see. And the sweet flavor also comes with the rich vitamin C and other nutrients, okay? Citrus fruits are widely consumed fresh, juiced, or used in cooking. You can also use it in baking as well, and also for beverage production, okay? Citrus oils are also used. So if you have any citrus oils or extracts, those can be used in baking, okay? You can also make jams, marmalades, and preserves, okay? Anyone here likes any citrus fruits, or do you guys grow any at home? Yes or no? Yes, Genesis? Okay. Do you guys like oranges, limes? Yes? What do you guys like to snack on during the day? Who can tell me? Everyone's so
Chef,
shy.
those little cuties, those like orange cuties.
Yes, the little tiny ones, they're so cute. And you know what? They're so easy to peel. Okay, my son, if we buy like a big bag, those we can give them to him and then he'll go ahead and peel them and it's super easy, right? Anyone else? What do you guys like to snack on throughout the day if you guys have fruit?
For some reason, limes.
Really?
Mhm.
How do you eat them? Like just cut them?
I usually get some lime with some tahini and just eat it.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. So tahini is amazing. You could put that on anything. Anyone else? Do you guys snack on fruits or vegetables or anything like that? Right now we're just talking about citrus fruits, figs, or anything, but um, anyone else wants to chime in? All right, guys. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Okay, can you guys still see my screen? Hold on, I think I lost it. I lost you guys. There you go. Okay, so share. There you are. Okay, pomegranate trees. This is pretty much, they are gonna be pretty glossy, okay, when it comes to the fruit, also the tree, they're gonna be very vibrant, okay? The fruit is going to be large and they do have kind of like a leathery reddish pink or yellow rind, okay? Inside you're gonna have the little pomegranate seeds, okay? So it says pomegranate fruits are prized for their sweet tart flavor and their juicy areoles, which are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Okay. Pomegranate trees thrive in semi-arid and subtropical climates with hot, dry summers and mild winters. They prefer well-drained soil and full sun, and pomegranates have been cultivated for thousands of years. Their culinary and medicinal properties and pomegranate teas are relatively low maintenance and can be grown using sustainable farming practices. Okay. Here are some apricot trees. These are also very delicious fruit. Okay, apricots are small golden orange fruits with a sweet, slightly tart flavor, and they have a velvety skin and a single large seed or stone in the center. Okay, so that's typically something you have to be careful with, making sure that you take out that pit that's inside. Okay, food safety 101, make sure you take out that physical hazard. Okay. Here's some almond trees. Okay, when talking about almond trees, they are small to medium-sized trees belonging to the Racecaceae family, and they are known for their delicate pink or white blossoms. So I don't know if you guys can see this picture. This is so beautiful. This is how they look during their early spring, and they're elongated light brown nuts enclosed. Okay, and then you can see a picture of them right here. Don't forget that almonds have a lot of vitamins, okay? So they are full of vitamins E and B and minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and potassium, okay? So definitely something you guys can be snacking on, okay? Grapevines. So grapevines are woody, okay? They also are known for their long twisted vines, lobed leaves, and clusters of juicy round fruits known as grapes, okay? Grapes come in different variety of colors, including green, red, purple, and black depending on the variety, and they are sweet or tart in flavor. Okay, so what does grapes do? What do they produce, guys? Something that's widely known and sold. Who could tell me?
Wine.
Wine, yes. So depending on the wine, has anyone ever done like a wine tasting? I don't know if you guys are old enough. Um, Anyone here has ever done a wine tasting? I don't know if you guys are old enough to be drinking. No? Okay. Let me just tell you, when you do a wine tasting, okay, they show you how to swish all that wine in your mouth. And you're actually born with about 10,000 taste buds in your mouth. And you'll be learning this in nutrition as old as you get. And if you smoke, if you drink, you can lose those taste buds, okay? They don't come back, they don't grow back. But typically you need those taste buds so that you guys can see and taste if something is salty or something is a little too sweet. But when you guys are doing wine tasting and you're going through different tastings of wine, you will see that you're actually told to go ahead and put that wine in your mouth and just leave it there, kind of like a mouthwash, okay? And you have to swish it around a little bit and then you can swallow it. And when you swallow it, you just let it kind of, it starts to dry out your mouth a little bit, but you get to but you get to taste exactly where it's coming from. So if you guys see in this picture here, right, you see here how beautiful it looks. We don't know where that is. That could be probably Italy, it could be California. But when you are tasting wines, you can definitely taste even the cork of the wine. You can taste anything. You can taste if there's berries in there, vanilla, any type of notes of differentness from different wines. Okay, so definitely it's something that you guys should experience. You guys will be having a wine class in the future. So please be ready for that. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. Okay. All right. So back to this. Here's some symbolisms. Okay, olive trees are highly symbolic in the Mediterranean culture, representing peace, prosperity, wisdom, and longevity. Okay, when it comes to longevity, if you guys have ever heard, let me just say that Mediterranean diets do do tend to stick to the most healthiest foods that are out there. Okay. So there's been studies where people stick to the Mediterranean diet and they typically tend to live longer. Okay. Due to the fact that they eat healthy foods, they eat olives, fish, a little bit of red meat, but not so much. It's more about fish, and vegetables and fruits that are in season. So definitely it's a diet that a lot of people can see like the results that people live longer and they're healthier due to that diet. Okay. All right. Does anyone have questions over this presentation? No? Okay. So I'm going to close this presentation real quick. I do have some other things here for you. Here's some soft fruits. This is the link for it. I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at it yourself. And we have some descriptions here on the side with some pictures. Okay. Here's talking about some strawberries. I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this. Where are, raspberries, where are they grown and they're found, depending on the soil. Let's see what else. Here's some currants. Okay, blueberries, cranberries, huckleberries, and we also have melons. I really love this because just like how one of you were commenting about apples, we have so many variations of apples. Same thing with melon. We have several variations of melons that are out there. So definitely take a look at that. Watermelon. I don't know if any of you guys ever seen this. I think in Japan. I don't know if it says it there where this picture is coming from. Can you guys see that? That watermelon is square. It's like a cube. Okay. So there's people I've heard that in Japan they can basically build a box and then they can have that watermelon grow just like a cube. Okay, it's pretty crazy stuff. Or maybe in China. Yeah, it says right here, Japan. Okay. So please take a look at that one. We also have seed germination. This is an amazing video. Let's see how long it is. Give me a second. It's about 4 minutes long. I'm gonna have you guys see it. You guys hear it?
No, sure, we can't hear it.
Uh-oh, really? Hold on. Let me see if I take off my headphones and maybe that'll work. Let's try it. Let's go back. Let's see. Yes?
Germination is the start of growth of a plant from a seed. It's that first stage where the seed sprouts to become a seedling. And let's start by having a close look at the structure of a seed. Inside a seed is a plumule, which will go on to become the first plant shoot, and a radicle, which will form the first root. Seeds also have cotyledons, which act as a food store for the new plant until it's able to carry out photosynthesis. And they also have a seed coat, which forms a protective layer. If we look at the cross-section of this seed, you can see the plumule, radicle, 2 cotyledons, and a seed coat around the outside. As germination progresses, you can see a root system become established and the first shoot and leaves developing from what was the plumule. A few days later, the shoot has emerged from the cotyledons. You can see here the cotyledons have become leaf-like structures. These are known as seed leaves. They are green and able to carry out photosynthesis until the first true leaves, developed from the plumule, are established. Looking at all 3 stages side by side, you can see the changes over time. So what do seeds need to germinate?
So what do you guys think? What do the seeds need to germinate? Do you guys have an idea?
Moisture.
Moisture? What else? You guys can answer. It's not too hard. What's outside every single day when we walk out of our houses or our apartments?
Sunlight.
Sunlight, right? My son wakes up and the first thing he wants to see is the sun. Okay. So definitely we need sunlight, moisture. What else? What is a part of moisture?
The air.
The air. Okay. What about water, right? Moisture has a lot to do with H2O. So we need hydration. So we definitely need water for them. If you guys see them here, let me click on this real quick. If you guys see them here in this picture, coming back to this right here,
Changes over time.
this right here. In this part where the first one is, it breaks apart, okay? That's basically the seed. It breaks apart and the outside, which is the brown layer, that's the outside of the seed. Once it starts to sprout, which is the middle portion, and it starts to create those roots. Those roots, guess what they're looking for, guys? They're looking for water, okay? They're looking for hydration. They're looking for food, basically, okay? And on the third one, basically, once it becomes a little leaf, all that brown outer layer of the seed is completely gone, okay? So this is definitely something that we are going to be doing. I'm going to stop the video there because I want you guys to watch it on your own. But those are the 3 stages, and how can I say it? It uses photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process where the seed is taking the sun, okay, and it's going to be using it as a source of food, okay. Vitamin D is basically something that we need as well as humans, but these plants need the sun in order to convert that as food, okay. It gives them energy, okay, and it's also used for growth and nourishment. And basically, if you think of the word photosynthesis, photo means light and synthesis means putting it together, okay, in Greek. Um, so that's what these plants are doing. For our class, I know that everyone received the letter that we're going to be going back to the school very soon. That's going to be next week, okay? So this week today we're here, right? We're live in class, and then tomorrow, right after you guys are done in the kitchen with Chef Eric, we're going to be doing 2 things, okay? So and I'll probably send them to you guys through the Teams, but I'm going to have them printed out for you already. So we're going to be doing seed germination. So I already have some seeds. I should also have like these little pellets, which are little tiny things. Where we're going to go ahead and put our seeds once they look like the picture in the video. But first and foremost is putting those little seeds in a little paper towel and keeping them nice and moist, putting them in a little baggie and kind of making sure that we label them correctly. They get enough sunlight so that they start to sprout. When they start to sprout, you'll see it's not going to take one day to the next. It's definitely going to take some time. A lot of love and a lot of care, okay? Some moisture for sure. And then once they grow, we will go ahead and put them in the little pellets, okay? And I'll show you guys all of that pretty much tomorrow. Our next 2 things that we're going to do after that is also we're going to be making 2 different types of jams. So we're going to be doing a strawberry jam. Okay, I have the recipe here. Utilizing, basically staying on topic with the fruits and staying kind of like in the Mediterranean diet. Not so much, but yes, I want to get you guys to know how to make jam. Have any of you guys made jam before? I don't know if I've asked that question before. Yes, no, okay. It's going to be a lot of fun. We do have 2 kits of how to, that have everything in there, all the sets of all the stuff that you need. And then I'm going to walk you guys through the process, okay? Once we get in the kitchen, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be handing you that. I'm going to walk you through it, but I'm going to be handing you the recipe, and basically you guys are going to do it. You guys are going to make it happen, okay? I will split you up into 2 teams. And once I split you up, that'll be your team so that you guys can work together and make sure that you guys get those jams. Again, when we are in kitchen for any class like botany, nutrition, or anything like that, you have to be very aware of the time. So we have from 2 to 4. Basically, is starting at 2 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock, you guys need to be cleaned and ready to go. Okay, so I want you guys to be super, super fast. This is a time where you guys, yes, you're learning, but I want you guys also to understand that we are short in time, and you guys need to get a hang of moving faster and kind of working together and utilizing, okay, I'm great at chopping. I'm great at peeling. So say, okay, I'll peel those apples or I'll peel those pears, you know, and whoever is great at chopping, and then they can go ahead and do that, okay? But everything will be provided for you guys. We're just going to work together as much as possible to make sure that the kitchen is cleaned by 4 o'clock, okay? The next thing is pear vanilla jam. This is the next one. This one has Bartlett pears, and it also has vanilla beans. Okay, so if you never worked with vanilla beans, I will show you guys how to go ahead and split the bean so you can go ahead and scrape off all the little insides, and it's just beautiful. It gives so much flavor to any pastry, anything that you guys utilize that too. Okay. And again, these recipes are recipes that pretty much it takes 30 minutes, okay? The prep time for this is 30 minutes. The cook time is 45, so you guys should be pretty much good to go. Um, the strawberry jam, it does take longer. So for that one, whichever group does get that one, I will tell you guys, you know what? Just turn it up. Don't let it burn. Just continuously stir it and then get it to where it is nice and thick and it's beautiful, okay? I did also ask them to bring us tasting spoons and just any type of spoon so that we can go ahead and be tasting them and making sure they're perfect before we start to jar them, okay? Another thing when it comes to our jars, just so you guys know, has anyone ever worked with jars? Like putting stuff into jars, canning, preserving, nothing. Okay, nobody. For those, we have to get a pot, okay? So for each group, or we'll just designate one person to go ahead and get a big pot, put some boiling water in there and start to boil it, get it nice and hot. And then what we're going to be doing is grabbing those jars and putting them inside, okay? And also the lids. That's called sterilization, is making sure that those jars and those lids are nice and sterile, okay? So once that jam is ready to go, meaning it's ready to get in the jar, we need to make sure that we have towels laid out. We get they're like tongs to go ahead and pick up your jars and the lids and all that, and then you just make sure they're nice and hot. Okay, they're not super wet from inside, they're just nice and hot. And then you go ahead and pour your jam in there. Once you pour your jam in there, you go ahead and seal them up. Okay, and it gives the longevity of the item that's inside. It will last longer. Okay, so if you guys were in baking, food safety, you'll remember that what can happen to certain jars if you guys don't do something correctly. Like if you have a can of something and it's knocked down and it has some little like bruises and all that, why do you think we get rid of them? What can happen? So say for example, I have a can of peaches. And it's just a can of peaches and it's in my kitchen and it falls and it's completely dinked on the bottom of it. Do I throw it away or do I keep it for service?
Throw it away.
Throw it away. Why would that happen, Isaiah? Why would I need to throw it away?
Just in case something breaks inside that spreads around and gets everything contaminated.
Yes, so contamination is number one. It can cause botulism, okay? So that is a bacteria. It's a food microorganism, so it can get someone sick, okay? So basically just thinking of that little scenario is the same thing you're going to think of tomorrow. It's making sure that, hey, our jars are nice and soft, nice and hot, they're nice and sterile, and they're ready to go, so that once we fill them up with the jam, we go ahead and seal them. We will label them, and then we'll let them cool, and then I can put them away, okay? But that's typically what you're thinking of, is making sure that that product is going to last a long time. You can store it for winter time or anything like that for a couple months, and it'll be great, okay? And it won't get anyone sick. So just start thinking of those things. I'm also going to try and get a candy thermometer. I don't know if I asked for it, but I'm going to try to. Either way, make sure you guys have your chef hats, your aprons, knives, all that ready to go. I did ask them to bring us potato peelers. I will take some as well, just in case, but just be ready. And we're just gonna go in there and hash these two out and get everything done, okay? I want you guys to learn the process, so I will be printing out a copy of the process of making jams so that you guys understand from start to finish and there's no confusion, okay? Any questions or anything like that that you guys are concerned with? No? Okay, you guys excited? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, smile, 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 smile. Okay. All right, guys, and that's pretty much it for today. I want you guys to please get started on the discussion and also the assignment, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Did you guys like the Monday and the Tuesday, like how we're going to be doing it? We'll have kind of like lecture on Monday, and then Tuesday we'll be in the kitchen, okay? Does that work? Yes. Okay, good.
Yes, chef.
Yes.
All right. All right, guys. We'll see you soon then. You guys have any questions or need anything, I'm always on Teams, or you can always send me an email or message me on SU Learning, okay? You guys have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Chef, I got a quick question.
Yes, 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 yes.
Can I get a extension on that assignment from the first week? I think it was not the discussion one, but the other one.
Yes. So send me a Teams right now so I can open it for you and you can go ahead and submit, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
One problem, chef. For some reason, my Teams is acting up weirdly. I have to go to the
Oh,
school and drop by. So.
hold on. Let me just write it down then. Give me a second.
All right, chef.
So it's just a week one assignment. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna give you till tomorrow midnight. Is that okay?
Yes, chef.
Yes? Okay, perfect. I'll see you soon. Have a great one.
You too. Bye, chef. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.